Hi, it's Stacey. Happy Sunday. How are you today? Well, let's just get started. First, I want to thank everyone that left a comment on MySpace, YouTube, or soulfare.com. I just had a brain fart. Anyway, I hope everybody's well. And I'm going to jump right in. The last blog, I think, was Falling Out of Love. And there might have been another one. But anyway, I don't have my computer next to me. Anyhow, but what I wanted to talk about was you can't force love, because what inspired the last couple of videos were the emails that I got. So I got several emails that really kind of troubled me a bit, which were people asking me about maybe someone falling out of love with them, or someone wanting to be with someone that they couldn't understand why they didn't want to be with them, why that other person didn't want to be with them. Okay. Wow. First of all, you can't make somebody love you. But secondly, not everything that you think is for you is for you. A lot of times I think that we all fall in love with the surface, and I've talked about that before. We see someone and we're attracted to all of this. Their swagger, their words, whatever. But upon a closer look, you might see, I mean, when you get to know the person, good looking as they may be, it's sort of like that scene in Boomerang when, you know, Eddie Murphy thinks everybody's perfect until, like, he goes to bed with Layla Rashawn, and she's got hammer toes. You know what I mean? And so now she's just wrong. I think we are very superficial about love a lot of times in our society, because we don't look at any of the real things. We just look at, oh, well, why, you should just like me. But why should someone just like or love you? What is it about you that they should like or be in love with? Most of us don't take the time to get to know ourselves. We don't know who we are. We don't know what we want or what we need. We're still living the way we've been taught to live, doing what we've been taught to do. And so we sometimes look for and pursue a partner that we think fits the image that we're trying to live, instead of really finding out who we are and finding the person that's truly compatible with us. So I say all that to say that it's really about true compatibility. And if you can get past this, you might see that this person that you thought was perfect for you really isn't. You might find that you don't. I'll give you an example. I've personally been on dates with men that were attractive. I mean, like, perfect. They had the right job, the right pedigree, and I've had people say to me, oh my God, you don't like him? Yeah, I didn't like him because he wasn't the one. Like, there was nothing there. We had nothing in common. Other than the fact that we might have been brought up the same way, we might have had the same background, but our goals were different, our beliefs were different. So what were we really gonna make work? I mean, he was always gonna try to change me, and I was gonna always try to change him. And I've told those stories before because I can always see that. Like, you can talk to somebody for 10 minutes and trust me, you get it. Like, 10, 15 minutes, you're gonna either have that thing or you're not. Mind you, the other thing that we run into is not just are we attracted to them, but there's that person that you have that kind of chemistry with, that heat with. And that's a very dangerous thing, because if you can't have a relationship that goes beyond sex, you still don't have a good relationship. Because one day you get old, or you may not want to have sex with that person anymore, and guess what? Now you have a relationship, you have nothing in common but the sex. So it is about knowing yourself, loving yourself, and believing that the right person is out there for you, and holding out for that right person, finding more like-minded people to be around. Because if you are clear on who you are, if you're clear on what you need, the like-minded are going to come to you. They're going to gravitate into your world, and in that crowd, you're going to find that mate. You will find that person that you connect with that's probably doesn't look like anybody that you've ever dated, probably doesn't do anything like anybody you've ever dated. They're not going to be like anything you've probably been with before because you were too busy looking for the image or being caught up in the illusion. But when you take a moment to scratch the surface of not only yourself but of them, you can find the person that's really right for you. We all have paths and journeys that we have to take and our own lessons. And it's possible that the person in your life now is someone who you had to learn a lesson from, and they were part of this journey. And now it's time for the both of you to move on. Or it could just be that you haven't found the person that you need to take the next part of your journey with. But the only way that you can have what's meant for you, the wonderful things, is when you make room for them. Because when you hang on, it's all great to love somebody. You're always going to love them. If you love them, you'll always love them. But you can't compare somebody else to them. You shouldn't look for another one like them. You should look for the person that fits you now. The one that's going to love you and appreciate you for you, that you can love and appreciate, that you share things with, that you have things in common with. We all want what we think we want. But sometimes when you take a moment to really look at what you think you want, no matter what it isn't always the best thing for you. And you may not want it quite as much. So, my question to you is, are you getting in your way? Are you blocking your own true romantic happiness? For those of you that are single or in distressed relationships, are you blocking your right relationship? Are you in your own way from finding your true happiness? Ponder that. This is Stacey. I will see you soon. Have a most amazing week. Love and blessings. Bye. See, I will see you.